What's happening, everybody? Welcome to another TB Toycast unboxing right here on YouTube. And this week, well, we're not really unboxing anything, but we are reviewing the brand new Wulf's Chop Shop custom Galoob figures of Andre the Giant and Sergeant Slaughter. That is right. If you're not familiar with the one and only Jason Wulf, make sure to give him a follow at The Art of Jason Wulf. Jason is, of course, an artist who does these amazing custom figures. These are resin 3D printed, hand painted, and in the case of Sergeant Slaughter, custom decals that he draws himself. Jason is a one-man band over there at the Wulf Club, Wulf's Chop Shop, making all things happen. I have been buying a lot of figures from Jason over the years. Started with the custom Hasbros. I've done a lot of those. More coming, of course. But more recently, I've been diving into the custom Galoobs. And, Galoobs are a very interesting line because I loved these figures as a kid. But I felt like the playability wasn't quite there. No articulation, hard PVC. You couldn't do much with them. And like that Galoob Sting is still one of my all-time favorite figures. I think it might actually be the best Sting figure ever. And I will fight anyone who disagrees. Not really, because I don't want to get punched in the face. But legitimately, I think it's a fantastic Sting. And so getting some of these characters in Galoob form is just really, really fun to me. Look at this Andre the Giant. Of course, Jason pays attention to things like that. He made him obviously a little bit taller. And then, of course, all this 3D printed out of resin, right? So it's a little, you can't really hear anything, but it's a little bit harder. So you have to be careful. These are definitely breakable if you drop it onto a hardwood floor, which I happen to have and know that from experience. But awesome. I mean, just a picture-perfect Andre. Imagine him in your Galoob collection, standing there going, toe-to-toe with the likes of the Nature Boy Ric Flair or Lex Luger. Really, really fun fantasy booking there. And I've got a lot of custom Galoobs now. I have the Road Warriors. Those were actually my first two I got from him. I have a Lex Luger, but this time in the robe, which is really fun. And he actually did a little modification to put him in the ponytail, which I believe originally how it was supposed to be. So a little bit of a different version there. I've got a Stan Hansen. So much fun. And then a lot of custom LJNs, which what these are. This, of course, this Andre is not like the Andre we got. This is kind of a custom creation. And then, of course, this is from the mail-away Hasbro LJN-style Sergeant Slaughter. How cool is that? That's one of the most sought-after LJN-style figures of all time. The Wolfman has it, but he shrunk it down to Galoob scale, which I think is one of the coolest things ever. So now, you're probably watching this, how can I get these figures? Well, you need to talk to the man himself, the one and only at The Art of Jason Wulf. He's on the X, he's on Facebook under Jason Wulf, and he's on Instagram at The Art of Jason Wulf. I know he likes to handle a lot of his business on Twitter/the X. That still gets confusing for me to say. But I think he'll take orders on Instagram as well if you hit him up. Let him know that you saw this video over at the TB Toycast YouTube channel, and we're interested in getting some figures. I'm going to put a lot of pictures in this one of a lot of the figures I've gotten, because I've gotten a lot of really cool figures from Jason, and a lot of them have been custom requests, which he does take. He does like to get a few going, so sometimes what he'll do is like, hey, I've got a custom request for this. Does anyone want them? Because it's a little easier for him to streamline a figure and do multiple as to doing just a one-off, right? So he can paint all one part, let that dry, come back, paint the next part on 4 figures instead of having to restart on a different figure each time. So these are so much fun. Of course, we're going to look at Slaughter here. Man, this guy's amazing. The detail. And then right here, we'll do a close-up look at that. Decals, G.I. Joe, so cool. We've got the decal on the boot. The USA decal right there on the tank top. Absolutely awesome. This looks like it's just like, it's just like the LJN style one that he had, which of course is not a cheap figure, but resin 3D printed. And that may not be for everybody, but for me, I love it. And Jason always does a really good job of making sure these stand up, because he knows they're collectibles. Jason's a collector himself. And if you look at his collection, it is mesmerizing, to say the least. So to see his background there is really, really fun. And Jason seems to be excited about this. There has been talk of a exclusive figure for the channel, so that, stay tuned. Details coming soon with that. But I plan to do a lot of reviews on these. I have a lot of these. Obviously, I can't unbox them because they've already been unboxed, as it were, I guess from the shipping box. But maybe I'll grab some here and there. I do have orders coming in pretty regularly from Jason, but I may grab some custom Galoob, some custom Hasbros, and do some deep dives, unbox them, show you guys what these are about. Of course, we're going to grab Andre again here. Classic Andre look. To me, this has always been my Andre. The one-strap singlet, the black boots. I know there's been a few different versions, but really, really cool stuff. And the thing is with Jason, he can take any idea you have and he can kind of make it his own. I recently had a Mr. Fuji Hasbro. Someone had requested it, and he offered a way to do two heads. We can do a regular Fuji head, and we can do the demolition paint Fuji head. And I was like, you know what? Just give me the demolition paint. That's all I really want. And he was cool with that. He recently did a set of Killer Bees Hasbros, and he offered extra mast heads because he does magnet articulation on the Hasbro, so you can have them regular head or mask head, which again, really, really cool stuff. So Jason is doing awesome stuff over there with the Wulf's Chop Shop, and hit him up. Let him know what you're thinking. Maybe it's an idea you have you're not sure about. He's always worth messaging just to ask a question, like, hey, I'm thinking about this, what do you think? Or, hey, have you done this? But also check out the TB Toycast Instagram, because I have so many pictures throughout my pages of all of these figures. So you're going to want to check that out. It'll give you a much better idea of things he has done, things he can do, and stuff like that. So I've got a lot more Galoobs on the horizon that are going to be ordered soon. Another cool thing, as a lot of people know, with the Galoob line, Galoob did a UK exclusive line, which included guys like the Fabulous Freebirds, Dustin Rhodes, Big Josh, and of course the one and only El Gigante. Only available in the UK. In fact, I didn't even know about those until I was an adult, I think. I had no idea those even existed because they were only available in the UK, and of course El Gigante is gigantic. I would love to do a comparison video with that Andre because he is so tall. Definitely something I plan to do in the future. But Jason has all of those files, so I actually have a Big Josh ordered. It will be coming up on this channel very, very soon. So if you want any of those, he can make those happen as well. So very, very cool stuff. I have over 160 custom Hasbros from the Wolfman, and I believe I have over 30 Galoobs. And it's funny, I didn't initially want to dive into the Galoobs, but after a while I was like, I've got so many Hasbros, it might be kind of fun to restart something new, and here we are. So very, very cool stuff. And he's done so many fun requests for me that probably some that he got very angry about, including the Christmas creature. He did do that one for me as a custom request, which was a lot of fun. He has done he's done some of the American Gladiators for me as well. And spoiler, I'll probably be ordering another one at some point. But those are too cool. I gotta get those, right? They're just so much fun. And he's done so many more customs. He did the Road Warriors in their Zubaz with the white shoulder pads as a custom request for me. So lots of fun stuff. And I felt like just growing that collection has been more and more fun each day. And I'll just kind of brainstorm an idea. Hey, what about this? Hey, what about that? And it's like, can we do this? Is it possible? What do you think? And it's been really fun to kind of see how that has happened. So that's what you got here. Custom Galoobs. We got Sergeant Slaughter. We got Andre the Giant. Can't wait to get more of these because these are so much fun. Of course, hit up once again Jason Wulf at the Art of Jason Wulf to get some information on where you can get these awesome customs, if customs are your thing. And I'm not talking about a video where you beat up a girl thinking like this is not going to hurt your wrestling career. It will, pal. Don't do it. I've seen it happen. But no, I'm talking custom figures, which again is not for everybody, but I think they're really fun. And once you get them, you're going to be like, ooh, these are really, really cool. All one of a kind, of course, because these are all hand painted, hand sculpted in a lot of cases, or at least modified by the Wolfman himself. So check him out at the Art of Jason Wulf once again. And make sure to check out our podcast, the TB Toycast. New episodes every Thursday. We have so much fun on there talking all kinds of different toy lines. We have recently covered, so many different lines. I'm trying to think of one that we covered. How about Mousetrap? It's been a minute, but we covered Mousetrap a while back. So cool to talk about a board game, because when we launched TB Toycast, I didn't expect we'd talk about a board game, but we have, and I think it's really, really cool. So check out all the TB Toycast episodes. They are available in our archives. We have over 160 episodes available. So if you haven't heard it yet, you got a lot of catching up to do. But that's all I got. Thank you guys for checking out this, I guess, review, not necessarily an unboxing video, but this video, as it were, right here from the TB Toycast YouTube channel. Thank you guys. So appreciate it if you subscribe, like, and comment on the video. And we will see you in the toy aisle.
Yeah. One more time. It ain't over till I say it's over. So lock the cage up, cause this is a takeover. The wait's over. If this the final time we meet, then you'll be on your back on my feet. Then I'll tip the cage over as a hangover. I'm super fly so I can splash off the top. And I can shut down the shot.